Felicitations, malefactors. I'm a fellow voice inside the void, and I was tasked to visit the elusive March Hotel, which is...
Hey, he's in my room.
Oh, shoot. He'll explain it. Toodles! There we go. Now, who is in my... What's this? March Hotel. Oh yeah, March Hotel was a Discord art event made by Naka, where the guest, i.e. artists, will have to post a drawing or art piece to stay in the server / pay rent. And yeah, there was rent via the Golden Goblin, and if you didn't pay up, you would go bankrupt. And if you didn't get enough money by the next time they collected rent, they would slime you out and your whole family. They just ban you from the main chat, so you have to talk to the schmucks in the gutter. And the funny thing about being bankrupt, you can't post in the daily chat, which will give you enough money for 1 day of rent. So pretty much the bare minimum of the challenge is that you have to make 1 artwork a day. So that means you either have to hope somebody would take pity on you and give you some money, brokey, or you had to do quests. God, I'm listening to all this back and I'm explaining this horribly. I'm not redoing this. But yeah, if you didn't want to be a broke chud just getting by just posting in the daily chat, there were quests that would rotate out daily and weekly, giving various amounts of coins. And these quests will ask you to draw various amounts of things, like fish, to frogs, to drinks, which if you notice by, the slight blur, my art style is very recognizable. I drew these because, believe it or not, I bankrupted. Because I forgot to do one of the dailies, but believe me when I say I never forgot to post again. And I know the way I'm explaining it makes it seem like it was a very small thing. No, there was so much more to the server. It had a park area where you could fish and talk with people, an auditorium where people could request to host a space to either teach or talk about art, a marketplace where people would put up commissions for more coins to become the top 1% in the hotel. I just didn't get a chance to interact with any of these features, but believe me when I say next time I will be the richest person in the server. If there's a next time, I don't know if they're doing it again. Now, after explaining it horribly, which there are other artists who made videos that explain this way better than I did, this is about me, this is my channel, okay? Let's talk about what I drew. It's very mid. First up is my boy Ooblu. He's an alien boy that can speak Minecraft enchantment table. And he's one of my older OCs, honestly. I think I made him back in high school or middle school. Second one is my man Abe, who is a black Scottish vampire who loves his kids. Which I know in this pic he looks kind of crazy, but trust me, he's a nice guy. He's a nice bloke. Also another old OC that I only have one picture of. Third is my pessimistic superhero, Lindo L'Oreal, which is a character I made up on the spot. Fourth is Mason, which is based off of one of my characters from Little Big Planet, which I will go over some of them in a future video. See, I have been working in the background. Fifth drawing, I couldn't even tell you what or why. Just know she got slimed out. She didn't make it. The sixth one was for a quest, but I didn't finish it in time, so I was like, screw it, I'ma just throw it out there. 7 is BD, another new character that blows people up. I will not explain any further. Number 8 is 19. Yes, his name is 19, which in lore, he shows up in the March Hotel on behalf of the Void. Number 9 is Torres, another new character who is a warrior woman who be putting belt to ass. Number 10 is Hayes, which is a new character that's for a future video. Like I said, I wasn't lollygagging when I wasn't uploading. I'm just extremely lazy. Number 11 is 19 getting dressed up for a March Hotel ball, which we will talk about later. Number 12, which is just the last drawing but colored. Yeah, I finessed the Golden Goblin. I know that fat chud was mad handing me my coins. 13 is Lord Lucius Ludwig III. Which he's kind of old, but his lore is basically that he was a sworn enemy of the Void, and when him and his people lost the battle, they were taken by the Void as a trophy to signify the Void's win. Because the Void always wins. And he turned him into a femboy to humiliate him. Don't ask me, look at him. It ain't me. 14 is Mimi, another character I made up, so I don't even have lore on them. I just threw some down on the paper. Number 14 is James. I posted these on the same day because I was terrified after I crawled out of bankruptcy. I did not want to be broke again. But yeah, James is the OC I've been working on. He is a beast/monster wolf guy who fights with his legs and hides his animal ears because he gets flustered whenever people sees them. He is also a character from Little Big Planet that I've made years ago. Number 16 is Cole, another OC I've been working on, who works for the government to stop other monsters like him. 17, which is 19. Yes, his name is 19. Hey, no it's not. Did you break my window? 18, Elma, is a new OC with 4 ears and also a female warrior who be putting belt to ass. And she's also a hand mage. Don't know what hand mage is? In addition to just boxing the chops with you, she can also summon hands to beat you extra good. Extra good? Yeah, I should not be making long form videos. This is bad. 19, Terrence, who is an Australian bunny mothman thing. He is also new.
Actually, I'm a rabbit.
Whatever, Bun Bun. Wait, why are you here? 20 is Cleona, another new OC, and is also a hand mage, throwing hands metaphorically and literally. 21 is Lynn the Pig, who is a really old OC, which I made for an art project back in high school. I remember drawing this because I was watching Hunter x Hunter, and Lynn was like a character that I jammed into the story. Like, you know how people put in their like OCs that just react to things in the background, but the main cast don't react to, like that one from Smiling Friends. Can't remember her name. Dolly Dipley. And also they were based off of a piglin from Minecraft. 22, Little D, who is based off of my finals character, who is a big woman. And remember, heavy class is peak, while light class is weak. 23 is Corey K. Zinn. And no, it's not the reference to what you're thinking. I wrote it down before realizing what it kind of sounded like. But he is another one of my Little Big Planet characters. I'm going to need to make that video soon because it's getting ridiculous now. And he is the son of another one of my OCs who is also an old Little Big Planet character who is a villain because unlike his father, he's a lawyer who's trying to do good and would throw hands to free his innocent clients from false imprisonment. And the last of the daily post, a sketch of a quest that I was doing. Speaking of which, let's talk about the quest I did. First quest I did, design your character, which is the new OC, but not new to the Void since he's the 19th person to end in his bottomless grip. Pause. Second quest, design your room, which if you notice is unfinished because I ran out of time and said, hey, this is all you get. Third quest, guest ID photo, which 19 thinks his name is Vio? Vio, out of all things, Vio? But yeah, he is a child of the Void and is a pancake and stuffed waffle fanatic. Fourth quest, RSVP to the Golden Ball, which the boys are dripped out of their marbles. Nothing more to say. Fifth quest, and yet more fish, which is one of the quests I had to do to not go bankrupt, which I drew a void shark and our common fish around these parts. Or around my parts, I mean, you know, the void. The sixth quest, design your drink, which is Void Shark Pajuga. Yeah, the Void Shark from last quest, dead, slimed, deatomized, turned into a fruity drink that a foodie influencer would tweak out over. Seventh quest, welcome to the Golden Ball, where we had to design a ballroom or scenario with our characters. So I drew Vio after drinking alcohol for the first time. Eighth quest, frog gestures, which we pretty much had to do 2-minute sketches of frog poses that were provided, and considering I've never drawn a frog, I'm pretty happy with this and how these came out. Ninth quest, disguise sneak inside, where we had to design an outfit for our characters to fit into the Carnival of Curiosities, where Vio kind of steals the flow from Mom from the Sillycore characters vid, which is a really good video, you should really go watch that. 10th quest, the curious guest, where we had to draw the most precious things to us, and Vio just pulled out a mirror and said, you. Aw. And the 11th quest and the final one I did was redraw what you first drew in the server. And remember from the beginning it was Ooh Blue my goat. And there were a bunch of other quests, I just didn't do them. Kinda didn't have a lot of time since I still have a job. You know, I'm still employed. And that's everything I drew for March Hotel. And I can honestly say for my first art event that I've ever been a part of, it was really fun. And show me that I can make art consistently and not procrastinate for months on end without drawing, and that I just need to pick up the pen and shut up and scribble, pretty much. Cause I might just make something now that sparks the ambitious art flames where I'm constantly searching for kindling to keep ablaze. Ooh, your boy might be a poet! Alright, bye.